Hello, grade 11s. Here's your tutor. I'm back for grade 11 business studies, and today we will be looking at transformation of a business plan into an action plan. Did you know that a business plan, amongst other things, includes the time frame for achieving the set goals, and it serves as a roadmap that provides direction to the business? So here's the thing. A business has to have a business plan before it starts operating. Why? Because that business plan serves as a roadmap, meaning it shows us where the business will start and where the business see itself in the future. So that's why we need a business plan. Now let us look at the lesson objectives for this lesson. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to elaborate on the meaning of an action plan, discuss the importance of an action plan, and also outline the stages of an action plan or steps to follow when drawing up an action plan. You must also be able to explain the project planning steps and define the 3 planning tools. Then lastly, you will be able to discuss the importance of timelines and Gantt charts or work breakdown structure. Now, let's look at our concept map. Our concept map has to do with the overview of today's lesson, which is transformation of a business plan into an action plan. So we'll be unpacking the meaning and importance of an action plan. We'll also look at the steps for drawing up an action plan and the meaning of project planning steps. And lastly, we will be unpacking the planning tools. Now, let's go to the pre-knowledge. The pre-knowledge, you must know the meaning of a business plan. It has to do with the knowledge that you should be having currently before we even start the lesson. You should be knowing actually this particular knowledge of which is the meaning of a business plan. You must be able to discuss the purpose of a business plan. Now, let's look at our pre-knowledge practice. The question says, elaborate on the meaning of a business plan. A business plan is a written document which gives a comprehensive overview of a proposed business. Now, when we talk of a business plan, we are referring to a document which outlines exactly what the business has to do, what the business entails, what the business is going to do, its operations, its capital, its staff, its vision, its mission. So it's that document that we call a business plan that outlines everything. A business plan explains the objectives of a business or what the business is all about and how it will be financed or resourced. We get it under the business plan. How is the business going to be funded? How will they get their money in order for them to start their capital? How are the resources going to be allocated in a business? So we find all that information in a business plan. Now, let's move on to the next question. Discuss the purpose of a business plan. Now, let's look at the purpose of a business plan. Is to obtain funding from investors. A business plan assists us because if we want investors, they are going to read our business plan and see if whether our business is going to be viable or not. If it's going to be viable, then they will risk giving us their money through investing in our business. They will see that through a business plan. So it's the main aim of a business plan to find funding. Set realistic goals and objectives. Another purpose of a business plan is to set realistic goals, achievable goals and objectives that we want to achieve as a business, as we want to start this particular business. Communicate the business intention and plans to various stakeholders. Another purpose of a business plan is for us to communicate our intentions. What is it that we are aiming to achieve with this particular business that we are starting to various stakeholders, be it our customers, be it our investors, be it even the staff as well. Now, let's look at the new words and language that we are going to come across throughout the lesson. Action plan. It's a document stating what must be done, who will do it, and by when it will be done. Then we have work breakdown structure. organizes the business plan into different tasks and identifies what needs to be done. Then we have timelines, a planning tool that indicates dates and sequence of activities. And lastly, we have our Gantt chart, a planning tool that indicates dates, duration, and sequence of activities. Now, before we start unpacking our first concept, let us just go for a quick ad break and we will be back.